Hello guys, this is Mr. Gurney and welcome to week 9 of online learning. This is for the week of May 18th through May 22nd. I am so glad everyone is still continuing to focus and engage on their learning. I know it's tough. We've been doing this for 8 weeks, going on 9 weeks. That's a lot of online learning, and I miss you guys in the classroom, but I know we can finish strong and we can finish this year with some more learning. We are starting a brand new unit this week. It's our last unit of the year. But before we get started in that, let's go over a couple things this week. First, you should be checking every day announcements, modules, and the Zoom meeting schedule. They're all on the left here. Announcements, modules, our Zoom meeting schedule. They're also down here. Wherever you want to click, you can click. But that's the information you should check daily. Announcements, I may put something there for an assignment. Maybe an image wasn't loading and I fixed it. I'll put an announcement out. Maybe there's information about extra meeting. You should check the Zoom meeting schedule. For the most part, that doesn't change, but just in case something has to change, you should check announcements, you should check modules, and the Zoom meeting schedule. As of right now, everything for this week should be the same, so let's take a look at what we're doing for this week. For the Zoom meeting schedule, if you don't remember how to get there, click Zoom meeting schedule. This is what it looks like. There's no Monday meeting, but we will meet on Tuesday from 11 to 12. I found that when we did this last week, it worked really well because I can give you the whole hour on Tuesday instead of just 2 half hours over Monday and Tuesday. It's a little bit easier, and I like being able to focus the whole meeting with just 6th grade. Just like on Monday, it's nice to focus for just 7th grade. So no Monday meeting. We'll meet on Tuesday. Please show up by 11 a.m. and it may or may not go till 12, but we'll have that full hour. Wednesday, if you're stuck on any assignments or you're confused or you just say, hey, I need to ask Mr. Gurney a question about something, it's optional, but if you want to show up anytime between 11 or 12, I will be there to answer your questions. We're not going to have a Thursday meeting this week. I'm available through email, but if you want to meet through Zoom, maybe you have a special request, special question, just send me an email. We can set up a short Zoom meeting if we need to. Friday, we're going to do our weekly Friday Kahoot. If you have not been filling out the survey on our Canvas homepage, there's a survey to select topics. It has been really fun every week to see what kind of topics you guys come up with, and it's just a fun way to end the week. So that's the Zoom week, or the Zoom schedule for this week. Let's take a look at what lessons you'll be doing. As always, everything's under modules. And we are starting this new unit. This unit is called Human Impact on the Environment. And it has to do with a really, really important topic called climate change. And as young adults living in the current society that we live in, understanding climate change is really important as you grow up and as you engage in our society. Climate change is a really important topic, and our goal as teachers, your goal as students, is to make sure you understand the science behind climate change. So that's what we're going to focus on. Here's the plan for this week. You're going to start with a weekly check-in. This check-in looks a little bit different than the check-ins over the past few weeks. Instead of a survey, there's no survey this week. Instead of the survey, I want you to respond to this prompt. Tell me one thing that you are grateful for during this time at home, and what is something that makes you happy every day to do or think about. You can respond in a video, I'd prefer that, or you can type your response. Either way is fine, just click submit and you have that option to respond to that prompt. After you finish your check-in, on Monday you're going to start with an introduction to our Human Impact unit, so an introduction to this entire unit. When we look at this, it has information here. Please read that. The blue text is always important information when you open up a new assignment. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to go through for this assignment. The first one is just to read over an introduction or an outline for this unit. This is for the entire unit, not just this week. If you want to take a look at where we're going after this week, I would recommend opening that. Looks like this. And you don't have to do anything with this document. This is just what we're doing over the next 3 weeks for this unit. And to quickly kind of summarize this whole unit, the goal for this unit is to gather information, organize, and share that information on climate change. So this week, we're going to gather information on climate change. And then the second week of this unit, we're going to organize that information. And then the last week, we are going to share that information. You don't have to read through this if you don't want to. It's just a kind of an outline of what we're doing for this whole unit. Everything you need is on Canvas. So let's head back to Canvas. And let's take a look after your introduction on Monday. On Tuesday, the 19th through Thursday, the 21st, you're going to be doing something called a climate change tic-tac-toe. And if you click on this first thing, it says climate change tic-tac-toe. It's just an introduction to this 3-day activity. Remember, the goal of this week is to gather information on climate change. To do that, you'll be taking notes on various videos and articles. Each day, you will have a video you need to watch, but you will have a choice in some of the articles you read. So we're going to present you with a tic-tac-toe board. It's essentially a table or a digital table of different articles, and you're going to have the choice on which ones you read. So on the 19th, Tuesday, we're going to do the tick part of tic-tac-toe. On Wednesday, we're going to do the tack, and on Thursday, you're going to do the toe part. So by Thursday, you'll have read 3 different articles and watched some different videos for tic-tac-toe. Let's look more deeply at what that looks like. I'm going to open the Tuesday the 19th assignment. And it has the different steps. We're going to start off with this video. And your job is to take some notes on this video. And if you go down to the bottom, there is a tic-tac-toe article choice board. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different articles. Everyone's going to start at the same spot. So for the tick and tic-tac-toe, everyone's going to read the starting spot article. There's actually 2 articles in there, but they're both Amplify. Please read those and you'll take some notes on them. That's going to be for the first day. So you'll watch this video and then you'll read these articles, and it explains it right here. Read the 2 articles. And what you're going to submit is either a video of your notes by clicking the media button once you click submit, or in the text submission box, you can copy and paste the following. In the video, I learned from the first Amplify article, I wrote down. From the second Amplify article, I learned. And that's all you have to do to show me that you read the articles and took some notes. So that's the first day. You don't have as much of a choice on this day of what article to read, but let's look at the next day. So we did tick of tic-tac-toe. Let's look at tack. It's really similar. There's a video you'll take some notes on, and the video is not long. But this time, you get to choose any article from the tic-tac-toe board. Choose any of these articles. It doesn't matter. You could do this one, the world is not addressing climate change. You could do maybe one down here about planting trees. It doesn't matter. Just pick one. And once you read it, take some notes on it, you will submit similar to what you did with the last one. In the video, I learned. The article I chose for today was, tell me what article you read. From the article I learned that, tell me what you learned. Or you can just submit an image or video of your notes. Either way, just show me that you did the notes and that you learned something from it. And the last part of that 3-day assignment is the toe of tic-tac-toe. And it's the same thing. There's going to be a video at the top. There's actually 2 videos with this one. Not very long. You'll watch those, take some notes, and then you can go down and pick a 3rd article. Doesn't matter which one. It is your choice, whatever article you want to read. Okay? And you'll submit really similar to what you did previously. And then you'll have tic-tac-toe complete. You do not have to go on these assignments. You don't have to make a diagonal or go across. You could pick this article and this article. It doesn't matter. I just want you to pick 3. Okay? When you are done with that, there is a simulation you'll do on Friday. It is an Amplify sim. It's not very long. Even though we're not doing an Amplify unit, the simulation is really helpful. So when you open up this Amplify simulation assignment, there are 3 steps. The first one is to open the simulation. You can go through Amplify like we have in the past, or you can click here. Then if you want to, you can watch this video that Mrs. Ledka made on how the simulation works. And your goal is to understand how to get rid of all the ice in the simulation. And once you do the simulation, it will make more sense. You need to submit a video explaining that, or in the text submission box, you can say, in order to get rid of all the ice in the simulation I did, and that's all you have to do. Okay? So this week, your submissions, there's not very much, but there is going to be a lot of reading and watching videos. So you have a check-in, introduction, climate change tic-tac-toe, and a simulation. And that's the plan for this week. We are gathering information on climate change, and then next week, you're going to have some assignments on how to organize that information. So as you gather information this week, it is really important if you're reading articles, for example, in the tic-tac-toe assignments, when you're reading those articles, it is important that you mention where you got that information from. So I'd write down the title either of the video, if you're doing the articles, write the title of the articles. For example, in your notes, I would write amplify the effects of climate change, and then you take notes below that. We need to reference our notes later, so make sure that whatever notes you take throughout this week, you write down what article that came from. All right, that is the plan for the week. You know the Zoom schedule, you know what lessons to do. And if you need anything from me, just send me an email if you're stuck, if it's too much, if you need more. I have more if you need to learn more. If it's too much, we can talk about it and do less if you need to. I just want you to be successful, and that's the goal. And as long as you're continuing to get engaged in your learning, you will find success. Okay, it is week 9. We're almost there. Guys, just keep pushing on. Do as much as you can and continue to try, because I know you can do it. All right, have a wonderful week.